guys are very physically gifted. I would say that specimens in their own rights. Trent Hidlay, known for his just movement, pressure, underhook to throw by, really wrestles from an extremely low stance, goes 3-point stance, digs underhook, and runs that thing down. Josh Barr, frantic pace, continues to put the heat on his opponents until they eventually break, but he's going to have a hard matchup here.
Winchester's.
And now we are underway here at 92, and it's Hidlay pouncing right away in the red, and in the blue, that's Josh Barr. Going to that right-handed collar tie is Barr. We'll see how the hand fight goes here. You know Trent, you already mentioned it, Jordan, he's going to want to get into that underhook. Is it a key for Barr just to keep out of that position entirely?
Yeah, you know, you're going to try to stay inside, control elbows, control hands, be really disciplined with your stance. You know, Trent is really aggressive with the underhook, but it usually is thrown from the open. And so if you're disciplined and you don't really match his position by getting, you know, overzealous and reaching with your hands, I think he could do a really good job of defending here.
Barr going to be warned for passivity, his first. 45 seconds in, 2 3-minute periods here in freestyle. Ear to ear they go as Barr drops down to that right knee. And that's considered passive action, and the official is indicating towards Barr as he clears that tie. Now trying to get his hands and feet moving is Josh Barr. And there you see that right-handed uppercut from Trent Hidlay, trying to get to that underhook. Nice snap in motion here from Josh Barr.
And also look at the square stance of Trent, right? He's doing a really good job of holding center because he's got his heels dug into the mat and he's pressuring forward relentlessly. We often see it's not the guy who's being more aggressive who puts his opponent on a shot clock, but more so the guy who's controlling the center.
And with that, Josh Barr goes on the shot clock. He'll have 30 seconds to score. Nice snap there from Josh Barr. Snaps Hidlay to his knees, can't follow it up. More fakes. Barr not been close. He's a guy that's known for his volume of leg attacks. Can attack both sides really well. And the point's going to go up. Hidlay striking first, 1-0 the lead. As he looks to pull that arm. Very calculated start here, Jordan.
Yeah, Hidlay, he's doing a good job of just moving his feet, you know, controlling the pace. Look at his elbows are perpendicular with Barr's shoulder blades. He's making sure he keeps his hands at home. He hasn't really tried to throw the underhook much this match. Just more so trying to control the center and play the strategy game of getting him, put him on shot clock.
Now Hidlay gets his first warning for passivity. There's that underhook. You see Barr dropping really low there under the threat of that underhook, Jordan.
And left hand on the wrist, right? Notice how he has it on the forearm. He's slowly pushing the underhook down, taking away leverage and control from Trent Hidlay. Doing a really good job there.
Oh, hard club there.
Man, gotta love it.
And that's going to do it for the first period. 1-0 for Trent Hidlay. A little shove at the end. All right. Jordan, you've wrestled some great underhook wrestlers. Who are some that stand out for you, and what are the keys against those opponents?
Oh, man, elbows in, right? Red alert. Red alert. You have to make sure that your elbows maintain position and posture. You're looking to post inside bicep, inside of their elbows, and really just stay elusive. That means continuous footwork and good head position. You know, Barr, he comes from a great pedigree of champions. Davison, Michigan native, Paul Donahoe, Brent Metcalf, John Reeder, all national champions. And, you know, he wants to put himself on the map here. And he's got a really tough opponent in Trent Hidlay. I think Barr, he's going to have to come out aggressive here. Whoever comes out with more aggression is going to put their opponent on the shot clock and go into the driver's seat.
And that's what we're seeing so far. Barr definitely set a tone there with some heavy hands and snaps, but it's this over-under position where Trent Hidlay has scored so many points, and he tried to go for that pancake, drops the leg, now dragging, and it's going to be one on the step out for Hidlay. He got to that over-under and was able to drive him towards the zone.
And what I saw that was unique there was he was going push-pull, right? So instead of just driving where Barr could lower his knee and hold position, he was going pressure, release, and just that element of putting him off balance, was able to finally get to the drive to the push out.
So a pair of ones for Hidlay has him up 2-0, 2:20 to go here in this match. As Josh Barr knows he's got to get busy here in that front head pinch situation. Now back down to the mat they go. Now grounded in the zone is Trent Hidlay, and they're going to blow him back up 206. Back to the center they'll go.
We've seen a lot of fakes from Barr. We really haven't seen the attacks that we're used to and that we're expecting from him. You know, trying to get Hidlay off balance, and he's reacting to the fakes, but he's got to send one. Sometimes the shot is the setup. It's not going to be open. It's not going to be a perfect shot. You're going to have to just go for it and look at the 2-on-1 there.
Hidlay really used that pressure of Barr against him, almost getting that step out from that drag, but instead Barr does a great job recovering. It feels like he's got Hidlay on his heels just a little bit here as he shoots him towards the zone once again.
And look at him change position there, bringing himself back to the center. That's nothing.
And one blue going to be offered, we'll see, and that is confirmed. 2-1 on the step out for Josh Barr. He is now a point away from taking the lead here, Jordan.
What I've seen from Barr here is the way he's defended this underhook, he almost turns his back to Trent. I haven't really seen that defense before. People usually dig their feet in and try to stand their opponent upright. He actually turns his back to him and tries to throw him by, almost like a matador.
Certainly Barr's put a lot of time working that over-under position, knowing the challenge before him with Trent Hidlay. We're coming up on a minute to go. Underhooks there for Hidlay. Barr drops to his knees, now back up, standing over-under.
He's got to be careful here.
And he tried it again, and this time Hidlay drops in, and it's going to be 2 for Trent Hidlay.
So that's a little bit of the lack of experience we see from Barr there. He went from double knee drop, right, to standing himself back up in the danger zone. That's not something that you typically see from a savvy veteran. You want to stay on your knees there, allow your opponent to drive you out, get grounded, and work your way back to the center. Fresh start, no points given up.
So now it's 4-1. Barr going to need a couple of scores here to get himself back in that match. Hidlay sneaks a peek at the clock, which reads 32 seconds as they're back standing. And once again, Barr in that zone or towards it. As Barr's got that underhook on the right side as he marches Hidlay back towards the zone. And they clear out of it, and Hidlay will drop. Oof, shot, nice pancake. That's unbelievable, Jordan.
That was like running into a brick wall. My goodness. Blast double, perfect form, head in the chest, and he just absorbed it, redirected him, threw it by, and finished with an additional 2 points.
And now Hidlay trying to get a little bit more as time's nearly expired. He gets that single leg. Gonna be white paddled, grounded. 6-1 to lead with 4 seconds. This one's all but over, Jordan.
Yeah, Trent Hidlay's different, man. Look at him, he loves wrestling. It's getting a little chippy between them. Look at the clap, he's ready for it.
And 4 more seconds of hand fighting, and that's gonna do it. Round 1 goes to Trent Hidlay.
Great match, both wrestlers. You know, I didn't see enough from Barr to look and say, okay, here's how we make adjustments here. He really just didn't take any shots. You got to relinquish some of your offense and let it fly a bit. You know, Trent, you can see he's riding the wave of momentum. He started getting stronger as the match progressed and started to get him out of position. Barr's got to take more chances and be a little bit more courageous this afternoon.
We'll take a look at some of those scores, and a lot of it was on that edge there, Jordan. That's how Trent got it started.
Watch here, he's in the danger zone, stands himself up, and then allows the throw by, pass by,